How you doing everybody? Voicebox here, and I've got some interesting information for you that you're going to want to know. As most of you are aware, GTA is going to be landing on our screens, on our computers on 2025. But exactly when the date is, well, that's debatable, but given on the Mount Chiliad mystery, I think we might have found the clue. By getting our detective work on, we can see here what appears to be a date for potentially when the game comes out. The Mount Chiliad mystery has been around for some years now, but I think we can finally put that chapter to a close, because after a bit of digging we can see that the codes that are from the Mount Chiliad are actually references to when the trailer was to drop and potentially when GTA 6 will come out. Obviously it's probably not going to come out for PC for quite a while, which is shit, but that doesn't matter guys. What are you going to be playing it on, PS5 or Xbox? Anyway guys, I'm not here to talk to you about that today. I want to talk about the actual leaks from the GTA 6 and how it actually links in with this massive map, which is going to be 10 times bigger than GTA 5. So guys, this is the GTA 6 map. As you can see, it is absolutely huge. This map is set to be way bigger than GTA 5, because if we go down to the settings over here and we actually turn on the GTA 5 map, you can see that the map itself only fits in at least a half and leaves an additional extra half of the entire of GTA 6's map. Guys, this is going to be huge. But if we look guys, we can quite clearly see we have a big massive map, including the Florida Keys, with all the little tiny little districts and islands which probably have all different kinds of treasure guys and all different mysteries and secrets for us to uncover when the time comes. But what I want to point out that's most interesting guys is how the leaks that we had in September and then on that give us some additional clues to both the trailer and within the leaked gameplay footage. So after doing a bit of scouting guys, we can see that most likely at the beginning of the game we're going to be starting in the more rural district area of Florida towards Port Gellhorn or Gellhorn. We can see here guys within the actual map that, and also this is how it links to the footage by the way, is if we actually look here we can see where Hank's Waffles Diner is, which is probably the first robbery that takes place within the game from what I can imagine. And as we can see here guys, in the actual footage you can see both Lucia and Jason. They appear to be driving up this long road here where they go past the car wash, past the Easy Inn motel, which I can't really tell if that's the motel they're staying in, which seems very unlikely considering you just robbed the diner which is down there, so it's probably not a good idea. So as I've marked the area guys, as you can see here in Port Gellhorn, and I personally believe that the motel that they are staying at is at Port Gellhorn's motel, which is this area right here, because we can actually see it linked within the reference within the trailer, including gameplay footage where we can see where there is a motel here. Of course that must be where they are staying, because also throughout the gameplay footage that was leaked as well, we can see locations for where both Lucia and Jason are quite clearly in these locations, especially towards the gas station store and even the taco restaurant too. As a lot of you are aware, throughout most of the GTA games you do actually change different safe houses and different homes. Who knows, that maybe within GTA 6 that you can actually go and stay in different hotels and different locations other than your own safe houses if you wish to crash for the night or whatever. But what's really interesting and cool guys is to see how the law system might play out. Within the GTA 6 leaked document we know that the law is meant to be way more responsive than before. Of course we remember how the law was in Red Dead Redemption with the witness system, and of course not just being able to get spotted out of nowhere with law just appearing out of thin air. Of course things are going to be a lot more different this time, including the involvement of surveillance cameras and witnesses alike. So it's going to be cool to see how we're going to be able to navigate through the entirety of this map, and actually how in different districts there might be a more higher wanted level given on if there is a witness count on what we've committed in that area, making sure that every robbery we plan we have to take with a great deal of care. We can expect GTA 6 will have massively improved on its AI law system, because anybody who remembers playing GTA 5 knows how damn broken it was. So at some point into the game, as we're aware, Lucia ends up into prison. How she gets there, well, we could imagine it's through some kind of robbery or some such, and she's probably out on parole. But at the point in the game when that happens, we're not too sure. Probably most likely at the start. But as you guys can see that during the very beginning at Port Gellhorn, where both Lucia and Jason are based through the start of the game, I believe, we can actually see Leonardo State Prison, where Lucia is being held up, as we saw within the trailer. Just a nice little grab feature here on the map, as we can see. On the next section of the leaked game footage, guys, we can also see that quite far away from Port Gellhorn, just down here up on this highway past the Vice City National Airport, we can actually see what appears to be the Vice City Metro Station. Yes, as you can see here, the yellow line represents that of the railway transport system that will eventually connect its way into the main city of Vice City. If we look at the Miami Vice Beach, we can see here from the South Beach to the North Beach all these different wide strips of different hotels. All of them, of course, are now set in a Florida-like HD universe. As we know from Vice City before, it could only capture so much of what Vice City had to offer. But as we can see, guys, with most of the buildings probably most likely being accessible too, including all these hotels here that are based on real hotels in Florida. So as you can see, guys, the map is massive, so quite naturally it's going to be hard to pinpoint every single location. But as we can see, Jason enters somewhat of a pawn shop, and from what we've heard, there's like an ability, a bit like Red Dead Redemption, where we can use Eagle Eye to see what certain items and things we can steal and rob. But given on where the pawn shop is exactly is unknown, but we can imagine there's probably several of them based around this huge map. And in GTA 6 we're aware there's actually several nightclubs, one in particular in Florida that's quite famous called King of Diamonds. This club is based in the main city of Miami City, but in the GT universe it's known as Vice City. As we look here, we can see where I've marked the location, as if we zoom in further we can see that the club is somewhere based roughly around here, which is called the King of Hearts within the GTA universe. On the leaked gameplay footage as well, we can actually see this when Lucia is walking around the club. As it is marked right here, we can see this is the potential location for where it is based. So like in every other Grand Theft Auto game, there's several different gangs based around in several locations, including the Haitians from Vice City, which also will be making a return. As we can see this memorial page here on one of the leaked gameplay footage and the trailer where all the cars are parked, we can actually get a rough estimate given on whereabouts this memorial could be. Most likely just right here where I've set this marker, which is right near the Kings of Hearts Club, I believe, or the Jack of Hearts. Yes, this isn't a lot to go on, but we can see within the trailer here when we see this car, and it says on the sign that Neighborhood Watch don't play around in Hamlet, but we can see on the GTA map that Hamlet is especially in a location just right near the Florida Keys. We can't exactly pinpoint the location because we don't really know, so we can just imagine it's probably somewhere around here in like Hamlet town, or maybe just on the outskirts. The next point of interest is the Venetian Islands. As we can see, there's different islands that seem to be connected by one big long road or bridge. This is a real point within Florida, and it is absolutely awe-inspiringly amazing to look at. GTA 6 being the biggest map that Rockstar have ever done, there's no doubt the amount of density that we're going to have within inside this map. We can already see, looking at also the trailer footage, given on what we've seen there, is a complete perfect match of this Venetian Islands. Also within the leaked footage as well, we can see what appears to be a big giant connecting highway. Obviously within GTA 5 we're quite used to now by going on the main highway that takes you through all the way through Paleto Bay, past Blaine County and back into Los Santos itself. But if we look here, guys, we can actually see a big giant highway. I believe this highway itself is what we can see here in the leaked footage picture, which shows us the sign that leads us directly to the North Beaches and of course to Lake Leonardo. And of course, if you look, guys, this big highway spans on through practically the entirety of the whole map. It is effing huge. When you actually look, it even spans all the way down to the Florida Keys, guys. It is going to be one big highway. So before I finally wrap this video up, guys, I wanted to show you one more particular location that I think is of interest. As we can see in the trailer, there seems to be somewhat of a portside area where things get imported and exported. We can see within the leaked footage as well, which I can't show too much of, guys, for classified reasons, if you will, but we can see where this is where Jason seems to be looting containers which contain vehicles and money and all kinds of different things. It's fair to say that there's going to be a great deal we can expect. Given on the GTA document leaks, we can actually see there's tons of new improvements that are going to make this game so much more bigger and better than any other GTA title. We can see there's going to be a lot taken from the likes of Red Dead Redemption's mechanics, within both how the AI functions, and everything that we can look forward to for this game being as massive as it is. I will leave the links in the description, guys, down below, so you can take a look at the map yourself and look at some of the footage and see if you can put bits or pieces together that I haven't shown you, that maybe you can discuss amongst yourselves. Well, anyway, guys, GTA 6 is really just round the corner, and we've just got to wait a little bit longer to get our hands on it. Well, anyway, guys, this has been the Voice Box. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow me for anything GTA 6 news, and have a great Christmas, and I'll speak to you soon.